Oh dear. Oh dear. I've just been unconned by a zombie. Welcome in. Drop a like if you're watching this in the future. Shout out to the VOD squad. This is a weekend stream. So happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Playing some DayZ on a Saturday. So drop a like if you're watching this. Run the likes up if you're someone who never drops a like. Maybe today is the day you start. So yeah, drop a like. Welcome in. Hope you're all good. We're going to continue the Chernarus base build when I wake up. Welcome in, Coke Out. Oh dear. Oh, do you know what? Who's that? Hang on. Who are you? Hello?
Hello, hello.
What are you doing?
I killed zombies.
Okay. Are you friendly?
Yes, friendly.
Okay. You want to live with me? You want to be my roommate? You want to be friends? We can live together.
No, I'm solo, thank you.
Okay. I'm going to the hospital.
Okay, okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm actually maybe going to power through this block. I'm going to see if there's a saline at the hospital. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, welcome in. It's Saturday. As promised, we are doing a bonus stream. Welcome in, Swift Mod, Kevman. Welcome in, Oblique, Big Sam, Effin Pat, Thomas, Hungry Queens, Chopper, Viper, Banana, Ginger, Immaterial, Banter. Welcome in, everyone. We are back on the base build server. And hopefully, I've messaged Chef and Joe, telling them I'm coming on. And Joe is definitely on. I don't know about Chef. So we should have a friend knocking about somewhere. Zombie Slayer, thank you very much for the Prime sub on Twitch. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Who's Joe? You having a laugh? Who's Joe? Joe is a stranger who I met yesterday. I invited them to live with us. Basically, we've got a full house of strangers now. We have a full house of strangers. Let me see if I can find myself some meds here. Come in. Okay. This might have been picked clean. Nothing there. Morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. The lack of blood is because when I tabbed out to start the stream, I was absolutely clattered by zombies. But that's fine. That's fine. I was hoping to get a saline here. I still might out back. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. Gabe, thank you very much for gifting out 5 memberships on YouTube. They've gone out to Ed Napper, to Banter Bus, to Greg the Idiot, to Binter, to Joey Goldberg. Thank you very, very much, Gabe. You are a legend. Thank you very much. Oh. Blood test kit. We're getting there. Oh. Get on a car. And bandage. Kyle, welcome back. Good morning, Terminator. We don't often stream on Saturday mornings, so this is an unusual time slot. But welcome in if you are here. Right. All I need is to go around the back in those buildings, get a saline, and we're off to the races. I would spawn, respawn, but this is a nice location to get back to Moglievka, so I kind of might just stay. I might just build my blood back up. Hey, here we go. Little bit better. Little bit better. Z-Hacks, welcome in. You're going to die to dehydration in DayZ, and there is no water nearby or any towns. What map are you playing on? Is my first question. What map? Because the answer is there is water and there are towns. My recommendation would be use something called iSurvive, which is an online map, and you can find out exactly where your nearest water is. Okay, right. Getting quite stocked up on meds. Another Ivy Start kit. One more saline would be lovely. Yep. There you go. There's always the stuff you need in DayZ is around. You just need to know where to find it. You just need to know where to find it. Don't need that. Don't need that. Do I go for a triple? Might poke my head in. Yeah. Tony. Oh, by the way, this stream is this is for all the people that have asked for weekend streams over the weeks. This is for you. This one, Tonya G3069. Thank you very, very much for becoming a member, a tier 2 member on YouTube. Legend. I bounce back on the blood thing. Helps that I was like a block away from a hospital. Any good ideas for base location on Chernarus? I can show you where I live, and then you can tell me that it sucks. There's some really cool ones. We've done like YouTube shorts of like really unique ones. Like you can build in the dam. What's the dam called? The dam over on the west. There's like loads of little unique places. It depends what you like. It really depends what you like. I live in Moglievka, but that's because that sort of ticks the boxes. I want it to be relatively close to spawn, so you can run back, but also like quite action-packed. Right. I think we're going inland. Getting the streamer loot, asking you can receive. Yeah, it makes me laugh when people say that. What happened to the random dude you're doing a base build with? Well, you've obviously missed a bit because I'll explain it. It's quite confusing. A couple weeks ago, me and Lottie gathered base building supplies on this server because she has a base in Boar. So we were going to make me a base, and I buried my stuff. Then I came back, let's say 2 days ago, and I used the stash to build a base in Moglievka, but I invited a random stranger called Chef to build the base with me. So I had a base with a guy called Chef, and that was cool. Then yesterday I logged in and Chef wasn't online, but I met a guy called Joe, another complete stranger. So I decided to invite Joe to move in with me and Chef. So now we have a base. Oh no, I need that actually. Now we have a guy called Chef from Germany who lives in the base, and a guy called Joe from the Czech Republic who lives in the base. So there's 3 of us in the base now. And so far so good. So far so good. I know that Joe is on the server, or coming on the server soon. He said he'd be around. So we'll see Joe today. I don't know about Chef. I don't think Chef replied. He's busy being an actual chef. Rachel2784, thank you very much for the Twitch sub. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I should probably pop over here. Oh. Zombie alright? So basically we got a full house. We got a full house. And we've upgraded the base. So depending on when you saw it last, it might have changed slightly. I'm sort of giving this a proper... You know how sometimes we half-ass stuff? Rarely. But we sometimes half-ass stuff. I'm determined to not half-ass this. However, having said that, I did some research this morning, and our flagpole is no good. Our flagpole is really not good. I need to upgrade it. I should have upgraded it yesterday. It's not gonna cut it. So I need to go in and it's quite simple to upgrade, but I need to upgrade it. Oh, a shovel. I don't mind that. Hot shots. Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. Hello? You're going to have a trap base near it. Well, that wasn't the plan, but whenever we get a base built, I do always think to myself, I've done the hard part now. Done the hard part. Now all we need to do is, like, make a trap compartment. So I'm not saying yes, and I'm not saying no. Come on, greens. No. No greens. Great to see you went at the weekend Saturday night here in New Zealand. There you go. This one's for... This one seems to be a... Other than... Saturday seems to be a crowd pleaser. I know some of you like the streams in the week because it means you can sort of sit down and work and watch. But it's also nice to do some... on the weekend too. Right. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. How many people own this account? Do you mean freshspawns? 2. There's 2 of us. Me and John that run it. That's true, Kyle. That is true. I reckon there's some people who watch this channel, especially if they've just discovered it, and they don't even realise that there's 2 different people. It's kind of a weird concept. Okay, right. I need to keep my stats up. Taylor, welcome in. Have you managed to sort your buckshots out yet? No. Do you want me to test it? The problem is, if I test it... Let's test it. Ready for a buckshot test? If you don't know what the buckshot problem is, you're probably about to see it. First one, successful. But don't let that get your hopes up too much. Are we going to play Vayne again? Yeah, we were talking yesterday about Vayne. I didn't realize it had updated, like yesterday. But we'll definitely go back. You do wish there were more duo streams of videos. I think part of that is we're doing more streams. So you're getting more streams, which makes it feel like there's more solo streams. Like, for example, today, it's either don't stream or just me. So it feels like, oh, loads of solo streams, but actually, the alternative is no stream. Oh, here we go, fountain. By the way, that buckshot worked. That buckshot worked. First time we watched, you thought I was one person, then you watched more vids and noticed. Yeah. No, I'm sure that happens a lot. Deadhead, welcome in. Kind of excited that that buckshot worked, but I don't want to get too excited. How's touching grass coming along? Same old, same old. The only thing I will say is we've got how do I phrase this? We might record some more videos this summer, I think, on touching grass. So hopefully you'll see some new stuff, but I'm not going to make any promises. Right, let's blast a couple more zombies here. That worked. Do another one. That worked. First of all, it feels so weird to even be buckshotting. Does that one hit? It's hard to tell if it hits when it's on a wall. I've run out of ammo now. There's a chance that that worked. I will say that I have done like 10 successfully. I've done 10 successfully in a row before, and then like the 11th one has kicked me out. So I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. I also can't think of a reason why it would have fixed. So I might just be getting a bit of luck. I'm not sure. But we'll keep our eye on it. Maybe I'll use buckshots freely today and we'll just see what happens. Right, away we go. Is this a PvP server? Are you going to run into enemy players? The answer is yes, yes, and yes. I've decided to build a base on what you could argue is the busiest Chernarus server that exists, maybe? Don't want to give too much information about the server, but when it's full, which it often is, it has more players than any other Chernarus server I can think of. I don't know, we'll keep running tests. Did I send out any collab emails? I've not sent out any collab emails yet. All I've actually done is go to sleep, wake up, and then stream again. Thank you, Kyle. Welcome in, Kevcar. But no, I definitely will. I thought about messaging someone for today, and then I thought I wouldn't do the base, and it's kind of complicated to get someone in on the base thing. But yeah, starting next week, I want to do more team ups for sure. For sure. John was being sneaky with silencers and you're shooting loud shotguns. Oh, I see. Oh, because I was shooting openly. I'm just not scared of other players. Morning, Plum Bump. Someone in the chat there says, do you know when Badlands is coming out? The answer is no, I don't know when Badlands is coming out. When we went there, they told us 2026. In fact, they actually said sort of like as early as they can in 2026, I think, was like the vibe. We're coming up to sort of halfway through 2026, so because of the lack of... We're not really hearing much about Badlands, right? They've got this 1.29 problem with all the bugs. So I'd imagine a lot of their like resources and manpower has been put towards fixing that, which is probably pushing Badlands back, which is probably why we're not hearing much about it. So I'm optimistic for like a toward the end of the year release, maybe. But I did put Nasdara on the poll on YouTube. I put a poll on. I included Nasdara for a laugh, but that is the Badlands new map. Yeah, sorry, Sword. Okay, I don't want to get this too wrong. I think I've just got to head straight up. Here. Has anyone currently got a base on DayZ? And if so, where is it? What, Andrew? No Joe or Chef today. Joe is meeting me at the base any minute now. Chef, I don't think replied. I only messaged him this morning though, to be fair. You plan to get more complete strangers? Well, I actually realized after the stream yesterday, I believe this server is max trios. And then I thought to myself, oh no, what happens if John wants to play? Not that he said he wants to, but I did think, if ever John joins, technically, we're going to have to boot someone. But we'll never come to that. We'll never come to that. That's tomorrow's problem. But I didn't remember it was trios when I was just adding people willy-nilly. So, technically the crew is maxed out, but I do like the crew. Welcome in, Super Saiyan. Yeah, if you've got a base, put your server that it's on, platform, like the console or PC, put the location, like the coordinates of the base, and put the, like, the combination in the chat, and I'll check it out. Okay, this should take us right up to... Not Moglievka. Where's that? Let's go loot this town. PS5, Scalisi Island, Vanilla Plus. Need the comp 0000. Nice. John can build a house based in the house opposite. Well, we have a neighbor. We have a neighbor. We had a neighbor last time we played. I also desperately need all the basic stuff, so like tools. I still need tools. We got really distracted with an airfield run yesterday. Oh dear. Big chased. And I used up all of my buckshots on a test. How many rounds have I got in this? Like 2. I need to get a gun from down here before this kicks off. No, the plus isn't jammed. On here, the plus just means loaded. It's a very not confusing system. But you get used to it. That was weird. I only heard the shot. It almost felt like a sound effect, but it wasn't. A lot of grey names. Shout out to the greys. Shout out to the greens. I do find Moglievka, look at that, dead zombie, to be dodgy. To be very dodgy. Oh, hello. I also really get paranoid about people sitting on my doorstep. Welcome in, Serge. I see a lot of people saying it's their first time ever catching a stream, by the way. So it just goes to show that we need to mix up our time slots a bit more, so that we can get some more people involved. Because yeah, we don't do many weekend streams. Welcome in, Luke. God. Oh. Right, welcome home. Isn't it fun, the idea of building with a stranger? Because I don't know, this is my base, and I don't know if Joe is in this room. He's not. Okay, right. I've got some work to do. It involves doing that, and then putting a log in there. That is actually all the work is. But I also would like to get some more guns out. What I'll do is I'll take a BK-18, because I've got ammo for that. But yeah, welcome to the house. Do you want a house tour? Give you a house tour. I'm not going to go in the... Well, I would, actually. Welcome to the living room. One of my priorities is to board up this window here. And that window there. Then, if you come upstairs, we're into the main room. We have boarded up these windows. We need to upgrade this. Which I think is only... Which is quite doable, actually. I think. I'll put some meds away. I forgot I had that stuff down there. But yeah, that's the house tour. Short but sweet. And welcome in Baton 5. How you doing? How are you doing? Danny, welcome in. Black Hammer, welcome in. If you're joining us, drop a like. Window on the stairs. You're very right. In fact, look at that. That goes straight. Someone lives there. Could also do with another door here, probably. Now, the question is, are we brave enough to go out and get a log? Sounds easy, but it might be harder than you think. Put that on the floor. Well, the basic cave, it does have a flagpole. Sort of. So, this flagpole's a level 1 flagpole. I need to upgrade that. But we're going to have to use our ears here. Because I'm going to go outside. But yeah, drop a like if you're enjoying the weekend streams. Alright. I hate this bit. I hate this bit. Especially when it's sort of like a solo base build. These trees don't give logs either. Come on. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Did you pass the buckshot test? I can do some more tests in the house. They will start to become bait shots though. But so far I've fired about 6 and no problems. You've been in bed most of this week, but you've enjoyed in Australia. I just saw someone said that it's late at night in America. Is anyone watching from America? What time is it? Usually this is when you start to see the East Coast sort of waking up. We've only got it done it. Right, so I believe if I put that in there, then get this, might need nails. Let's have a look. I can upgrade flagpole. Yes, that's good stuff. 6:30 a.m. Nice, that's really good. And then I think, oh, maybe not. At a certain point, there you go. There's the team. There's the squad. There's the squad. Members 3 of 3 as well. I do have a flag, but I obviously can't put it on just yet. Okay, that'll be a relief to some of you. Some of you that were screaming for me to do that yesterday. You were very right. You were very right. Right, let's get that on. Get that on. I love having a base, though. How fun is having a base? Repair this. What's the upgrade? Basically, the difference between those two things is now I've got a level 2 flagpole. My base is safer for longer. Like, I can leave it inactive for a bit longer. I can also craft upgraded crates and gun walls. So, for example, if I really wanted to, I could upgrade this to, I don't know exactly which bits I need, but I could like double the size of that, or I could double the size of that. How many planks have I got? 2. So I can make bigger storage, and the base is safer for longer. So massive, massive upgrade. But for now, I kind of just want to go out and explore. Put these nails away.
Where's Jeff? Do you mean Joe? Joe said he'd be here. He's probably on his way here. I don't want to be too out of sync with him, so I don't want to, like, die and then he gets to the base and then dies, so... Have I got the AC blasting? I have got the AC blasting. But yeah. Need a freshspawns flag. We do. Let's loot town, see what happens. I've done what I came to do now, so... what's the worst that can happen? Oh, I'll tell you one thing I could do. Is... I'll do it in a minute. Let's go and have a look around town. I'll show you what a lovely town I live in. So, here's the grand tour. That is a base up there. But this town is called Moglievka. And it is almost always got someone lurking around. Is there a limit to storage boxes? Yeah, you can have 3 storage boxes, which is why the upgrading is so important, because I've maxed out at 3 small ones right now, but I can, so I can't make any more, but I can upgrade the ones that I do have, which is what I'll do next. I'm gonna board the windows, yeah. I'm gonna board the windows. That's my next step. Board the windows. It's like a Chernarus Plus, yeah. I'll give out the server info once I don't have an active base. Otherwise, I'd imagine there'd be some people sitting on my doorstep. Oh, we haven't been raided, and it's been a few days now, which is good. I like that a bit more, don't I? The problem I've got now, it's really weird, right? Living in a base with someone, but you don't have them on Discord. Like, if I see someone in town, that could be my housemate. Could be Joe. I think I'll be able to guess whether it is or not. Any news on Chef? I asked Chef to play a couple days ago, and he was busy working until like late at night, so he said he wouldn't be able to make it. I messaged him this morning, but I haven't got a reply yet. He might just be a guy who doesn't care about the base, has moved on with his life, or maybe he's just super busy. We will see. I'd like to think he'll come back. Love that. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Let me jump in a shed quick. No mod. Yeah, I can. I can leave notes. That's a really good idea. Okay, if we find a pen. Next time I go to the base, remind me to check if I've got a pen in storage. I vaguely remember putting a pen in storage. But yeah, you can leave notes. So I definitely should do that. That's a good system. I like that. I could leave a note that says, headed to Vishnoi, back in 10 minutes. Meet me at Electro. I like that. Where's John this weekend? John will not be joining us today. Ooh, that's kind of interesting little pile. I don't know what John's up to, but he's not joining. A nice little guest book, yeah. We could have a wall. We could have a note wall on the outside of the house. Gunshots over there. No, it's not vanilla, but it's kind of takes vanilla and like just improves on a lot of the stuff that John and I like. Lampard, yes or no? What's the question? I like Lampard. Are you asking if we should take him to the World Cup? I reckon he's a bit past it now. But he could do a job. As long as they've got goal line technology this time. Right, let me go up here. Don't you have milk delivered to the front step? No, we actually trialed that, IRL, not too long ago, because a guy offered it. But we found the milk. We have like an Amazon box for like if deliveries come and we're not in, they hide it in the box, and it's got like a key thing on it. We hadn't checked the box, and we just found like old hot milk in the Amazon box. So we cancelled that. Those gloves in the shed. Oh, to the next Palace coach. I've seen a few names knocking about. I don't particularly want Lampard now. I like Lampard, but I wouldn't feel like we're in very safe hands with him as a manager. Okay, right. I'm going to go back to the house, see if I've got notes, see if Joe's there. Need to upgrade storage because I'm getting so many guns and we're at a point where we actually can't store them. I hate how bushy our house is. So many hiding spots. Starry says, hello, just popping in to wish everyone a great weekend and a long weekend for those in Ireland heading off on a road trip to West Cork. Enjoy your road trip. And shout out to people in Ireland having a 3-day weekend. Also, talk about road trips. We've got, have I said this already? We've got our eye on the Northumberland 250. Northumberland 250. So if anyone's done that, let me know. Oh, this is what I was going to do. Take that out of that. Get that. Get that. Make a window barricade kit. Welcome in, Mackenzie. And I can go downstairs and I can put... You got a long weekend in Western Australia. Shout out to Western Australia. We were talking yesterday about how cool it would be to have an Outback DayZ map. And I'm sure you guys agree. I'm sure you guys agree. Okay, right. That goes there, but I don't have... Say I don't have enough. I might have enough to get started. Have a look. Because there's a couple in here. Here we go. I think that's probably all I can do for now. That amount of... Do I have a saw at all? I think I had a saw in my Oh, I've got one there. Shall I risk it? Do I have a good hatchet? How many hatchets have I got? Badly damaged. Badly damaged. Let's do it. No time like the present.
Let me drop that, drop that, drop that, drop that. Take that, that, that. If I die, I've not lost anything. Yeah, I did check the inventory. No pen. No pen. VAR says no pen. Right, off to the woods. You need to fish. Well, that's why I want that room to be completely windowed up, boarded up, because currently if I'm cooking, then there's going to be people shooting me in the window. Since we're here, let's get a couple more. It's there. That actually might do me for the window that I want, which unlocks cooking. And then we could fish in our little pond out here, and all of a sudden, Bob's your uncle. We're crushing life. They go in there. Take that and that. Nice base, thank you. Kinda is nice. Kind of is nice. Your GCSEs are in 2 days and you're here watching us. You could learn a lot watching us. Not so much stuff that will come up in your GCSEs, but photosynthesis? Photosynthesis? Maybe just write that. Especially if it's like a science exam. Oh, Chef just replied. Chef can't make it. Chef can't make it. Okay. That's completely boarded. Great success. Great success. Okay. What I could do... Hang on. Leave that here. Leave that here. Where did I put... Does anyone remember what I did with the... Ah, I know what I did. I must have dropped sticks somewhere. What's that? Got that. Keep that. Ah, that's dodgy. Hang on. Jump up to that. The Outback map would be... Yeah, definitely add animals. Definitely add animals to the Outback map. Sorry, I'm quickly locking in just to get something done. Trying to work out if I've... I don't think I've got quite enough to board that window, but I've got enough to get started. Sinjax, welcome in. Welcome in. You removed them. Yeah, I dismantled the kit, but I thought it dropped 2 sticks. I couldn't tell where the sticks had gone. Craft a window barricade kit. Viper, thank you very much for becoming a member. Dawn, thank you very much. Good morning, Dawn. Thank you very much, Viper the Saviour, for becoming a member. Okay. It's nails now. that's going to slow me down, but they've slowed me down at a pretty good time. I've got more out of these nails than I thought I would have done. Do you need 8 to get started? No. Here we go. A barrel would be really nice. Not only that, there's vehicles and there's... technically, I believe you could take... hang on. Leave them in there. I believe you can, like, go to someone else's house, and if they've got a tier 3 storage, you can put it in your car and bring it home. I need to double check that rule, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Oh, just so that doesn't despawn, put that in there. Cool, pick that back up, pick that back up. Hello?
Guys, can you hear me? Yes?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, it's me, mate.
Joe, hello, good morning.
Hey.
Maybe good afternoon where you are.
Yeah, it's already afternoon. Can I come in?
Yes, your house too. Look what I did. I boarded this up. Oh, see you later.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were upstairs.
No, look,
hello.
I boarded this window up, and then I'm starting to board that window up, and then that one's just naturally boarded.
Nice.
What happened yesterday at the ATC? I got sniped. What happened to you?
Well, afterwards the two gear guys you spotted earlier, they rushed up. They tried to fight them, but no luck. I assume they were the same guys that sniped you.
Yeah, they would have been. They would have been. Well, we really need some nails. Are you happy to like run around, shoot people, and look in sheds and stuff for nails?
Sure, it's like industrial flavored manhunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Except that manhunt is for anyone.
Yeah. Let me just put some stuff away. He's got a bit of a he likes to kill people, this guy, doesn't he? He's a bit of a killer.
I actually have some meat we can cook if you're quite hungry.
Yeah, let's do it. I have some sticks for a fire downstairs, and the fire should be relatively safe.
I mean, since there is the server rule for not attacking or not raiding bases during certain times, isn't this like the safest place we could be? Even though we give our position away,
I didn't know that was a rule. Are we? What's the times?
I actually don't know, but I really doubt it's between 12 to 2.
Oh, maybe we're safe from being raided then. Do you have matches?
Oh, sorry.
We must have. We must have them in here somewhere. No, maybe not. Do you have a pen?
No, I never loot anything.
Okay, if you find a pen, you can combine it with paper on here and write notes. So we can leave notes on the walls for each other. If we get,
That's
lost.
cool.
Well, if you think it's cool, sound more believable than that. Okay. So sorry, no fire starter. Oh, I also upgraded this.
Alright, so now we have a flag?
Well, that basically means we can upgrade this to make it bigger, we can upgrade our storage to make it bigger.
Alright. But do we have like an actual flag? Above the
We have to upgrade it once more to put the flag on.
Alright.
We should start untrue rumors. What about what? Me? I'm gonna go and make a hand drill kit.
Alright.
If you hear a gunshot, it's me dying. Super Sizzle, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. It's good to have a friendly face around, right? Okay, so...
Is it alright if I just drop this stuff on the ground? Doesn't it...
Yeah, what is it?
Boxes? Not just random magazines.
Yeah, if it's just rubbish. Okay. And drill kit. That in there. That in there. Take that. All right. You arrived just at...
black spray paint, so you can cover the ballistic vest.
Yeah, I'd love to. Okay. Best map DRL. Yeah, there is a poll on YouTube. I thought it might be fun to put a poll up. Fallon, good morning. So if you want to vote for your favourite official map, you can do. Ask whether he prefers cats or dogs. I know this guy. This guy's my friend. He has a cat called Nox. He's
Very
a cat guy.
inconspicuous.
I'm inconspicuous.
Well, now with the vest being black.
Yeah, yeah.
Unspottable.
Exactly. Oh, I've got some food on me.
Oh, and I also got a frag grenade and a tear gas grenade. But I usually never get to
Where have you travelled
use them in
from?
a fight, so if you want.
Where did you spawn?
From... Okay, I'm not sure. I think it was in Electro. Then I went to Sarah.
Oh, okay. Very good morning to you too, Duckzillas. Yeah, this is literally my best mate. I've known him
Do you want
for
the tear gas
less than
grenade?
24
Good
hours.
one. So we can have one each.
Okay. Crumpet Snatcher, thank you very much. Welcome in. We're back with Joe. The team up you all requested yesterday. I saw your suggestions, and we did it. We're teaming up with Joe.
Forward.
Oh. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm really good with these.
Alright then, I trust you. With the most powerful weapon we have right now. Tear gas grenade won't really do much, but now who will have the responsibility? Our explosive
Yeah,
firepower.
that's okay. I love having responsibility.
Well, you are our base leader, so you have to practice.
That was
being
close, done.
responsible and practice your leadership skills, and that includes grenades. And
Am I the leader of this team?
in this
thought you were the
world,
leader.
Well, yeah.
No,
I'm just,
Chef's actually
basically
DMing me as
bystander.
we speak. He's
Well,
working
by
this
walking.
weekend.
Buy
Remember-
runner and buy
remember he's
shooter
a chef.
eventually, but still buy.
Yeah. Chef's at work, chefing, cooking stuff. Cooking up a storm. He's cooking some food, we're cooking up a storm. Something like that, anyway. It feels really good that this door behind me is...
Do you know if server has
Boarded.
that? I don't know if it's a feature really, but when your grenade is pinned to your vest and I shoot it, does it explode? Or is it safe from being like
Well,
detonated?
that's the $1 million question. Everyone always says... I can't remember what the right answer is. I usually just put it in
Oh, okay.
pouches or in a container, but... Does anyone know the answer to that? It keeps... I can never remember. Is it there or there? Or there
I mean,
or there?
you have the space for it. Farming it. Until later in the game when you really start hoarding stuff.
What's mine is yours. Are they both mine? I think maybe they are. Who's the better chef IRL? What? The guy whose job it is to be a chef, or me? Probably the chef guy, I'm gonna say. It was close.
On the meat.
No, that's perfect. I've got... Did I eat one already? I've got 2 in my pocket.
I ate 2. I don't know if...
Okay, I'll have 2. I'll have 2. And then we can loot town. Actually, let's loot town now. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go. I have the third one in my pocket, so we can...
You think?
Ah.
Did you not want to come today? Right, okay, perfect. Whoever built that door didn't really think about it. No, I was closing it. Right, let's go to town.
No, sorry, but is it locked? Like, is it just close the fence and we have to lock it?
Yeah, it's closed. You don't need to lock it.
It like locks automatically. Closing it means that it gets locked.
Yeah. And if you have the combination,
Okay.
if you put the combination in once, then you can unlock it and lock it just by pressing F. Okay.
Ah, okay.
You did a pasta course. I did do a pasta course. Well, no, I did do a pasta... No. I did do a pasta course. I did one session where we learned how to make gnocchi. I'm not the pasta man. I'm not the expert on pasta. I do know which pasta is Italian for little worms, though. Right, let me hear that. Right, remember sheds and cars.
Yeah, right. Don't know how much luck we'll have with running into people. It's quite early.
I was in these trees earlier and I got shot at. Just ahead of us. But that was like half hour ago. You'd have to do a gnocchi stream to teach how to make gnocchi. Yeah, I can do, yeah. Yeah, I definitely remember exactly how to make gnocchi, and I wasn't just following along for my life, trying to make something that even remotely looked a bit like gnocchi. Okay, right. I am the one who gnocchis. That's... That sounds like something you'd see in the rain. You'd go in the range and there'd be like a kitchen sign section. One of them would say, I am the one who gnocchis. I'd buy it. Glow stick. I need to remember what he looks like. What does he look like? He's got... What does he look like? I need to find him again. Can we all think of, do you know, like live, laugh, love? Those sort of signs or mottos. Can we think of DayZ mottos that we could print on signs? Stuff like no mic, no life, but ideally we make them from scratch. Live, laugh, shotgun blast. It's kind of catchy, actually. Do I want that? I guess I should take it. Lockpick. I wonder what you can do in here with lockpicks. Don't say pick locks. Well, welcome in, everyone, if you're just joining. Watch this. Slick. Hello? Need to remember what you look like. Where are you? Okay, you look like that. Yeah, let's go to the barns. If you lived in Moglievka and you wanted to find industrial loot Where would you go? Where would you go? I'm torn between going back down to Cherno docks, but I don't know if the loot is tiered or not on here. Or just run town to town to town. Walk way down,
Do we
bang,
need a
bang.
shovel?
No, I think we've already got one in the house. You used to love running around towns and locking everything for no reason. I think I've been on a server that you've been on, probably. Recently, I've played a server where every door was locked. Actually, it was MF Survival, I think. Okay, ooh, he's not in there. Guessing he's done that. Somebody stop me. They were cracking shots. They were cracking shots. I actually really thought he looked like he looked like Joe, so I held off shooting him. He has a bacow. I want a bacow. Right. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Recipes, Joe. Joe's got a bloody SKS. Not going there. Damn it. We're just going to have to take what we can. Leave a shotgun, I guess. Let's go dump some of the stuff back at the house. Rope belt. I didn't even see the rope belt. We're going home for a second. I thought Joe had won that fight, so I didn't shoot the guy initially. But this is the wonderful thing about having a base. Joe's stuff will be stashed in his room, waiting for him when he gets back. That door, did we leave that way? We might have left that way. Well, an SKS definitely knocks a shotgun off the wall. I could drop my bag and just go back for basically everything he left. Oh, and the cow definitely goes on the wall. But we take the mag out of that. Down there. Dump that there. Drop that. Drop that. That's basically everything. I could put food in here. Food. Pick lock. Food. And then we can go back. There's a heat wave in the UK over now. Do you want me to tell you? It is 21 today, 19, 18, 17, 18, 16, 16, 18, 17, yes. Is the answer. Right, let's go back and grab some more of that stuff. But to be honest with you, how do people like summer? Do people like hot weather? If you said to me, I think if I'm out and about enjoying the sun, I really like hot weather. But day to day, sitting in my office, melting, I'm more than happy if they just said, oh, that was summer now. It's going to be like dry, but like not that hot anymore for the rest of summer. I'd be like, yeah, all right, cool. No problem. I'd have that as summer because I was starting to really worry about melting this summer. And I think we might still in the long run. Karma Essential CEO, thank you very much for the raid. Are you a cold person or a hot person? Have we got any hot people in the chat? Or have we got cold people? Right, here with the big bag. This guy. Confiscate everything. Okay. Get back down. If you're abroad, yeah, if you're in holiday mode, or if I'm in a beer garden, or if I'm going outside deliberately to enjoy the weather, I'm happy for it to be like roasting, because you're kind of in the mood for it. You want it to be hot. But as soon as you're just like doing normal stuff and it's hot, it just becomes a massive nuisance. You live in Las Vegas, so you're a hot person. Winter is the best, don't mind the summer. Currently freezing in Australia. It's not even summer yet. Yeah, I know, but we just had record May. Oh my goodness me, I'm running at a tree. I'm home, you can't get me. Oh dear. Don't really want to cause someone... I don't want to motivate someone to camp my door. So I might just ignore everything this person says. They probably don't know this is a base yet. Your pants look like they need a repair. I did just ruin my pants. In more ways than one. Go in, Scuba Steve. Okay. He didn't approach the house, though, which is interesting. Which means he either knows it's a base... and he missed his opportunity and he's going to camp outside. Or... drop that. He just ran off. Which also seems unbelievable. So many guns, but no, no storage space. Guess we're going to sit for a second. Use my voice changer. I don't want to talk too much. I want him to walk away, really. We'll give him a second. I wish I had windows you could swing open. That'd be nice. Now we sit and wait. I've said it before, though. I do enjoy this aspect of having a base. Being completely safe is a very, very nice feeling. This guy's got to be camping outside. I mean, he got me good. He got me panicking and running into trees. Can I spray paint a hat? We'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute. Use my voice changer. I'm only going to use that in emergencies. But while we're sitting here in the dark with a bad man outside, how are you all doing? Happy Saturday. Have you got plans? It's not often that we stream on a Saturday, so am I interrupting any of your plans? Have you got anything planned for the day? If so, what? Definitely has a vibe of him camping outside. It does. It does. Bearing in mind Joe's on his way back. Cleaning, you need to adult today. Very nice. It's always a bit painful when you have to spend a day just on like chores and stuff, but you do feel much better at the end of it. So it's well worth doing. Might go to the club later. Oh, yeah, of course, it's the sort of lesser important European competition final. Going fishing, going to a barbecue. Cancelled your plans to watch George, very sensible. What was the voice changer you got? The voice changer I got was voice mod. So I thought I had someone there. And it cost £39 for all of the things. Currently building a wall in your garden, no idea what you're doing. Fair enough, fair enough. Sleeping. Chilling, going for the Lake District next weekend. Nice. Just putting down laminate floor into timber sheds. You've been turning into a beauty salon. You're supposed to start a YouTube channel, but you'd be continue to procrastinate over it. Well, I would like to push Ant Bang Bang and anyone else who's in that situation over the edge and say, if you're on the fence about starting streaming, starting a YouTube channel, starting an Instagram, starting any passion project, definitely try it. What's the phrase? You only regret the things you don't do. John and I are a good example. We were where you were, and then we just did it. And for a few years beforehand, maybe like 10 years before we started a YouTube channel, I was in the same boat. I was like, I really want to do something, but you get scared to put yourself out there. And we've got a friend, a real life friend, who started a YouTube channel way before us, and you'll probably know them. And I always remember feeling like, oh, that's so cool. He's just gone and he's just started that and it's working. And it was before it was like feasible that you could do it. And yeah, I would definitely say, do it. What's the worst that can happen? It fails. What's the best that can happen? It doesn't fail. Sal, welcome in. Sal says just do OnlyFans. That is another option. That is another option. I don't know how long to give this until either Joe comes back or I've got to go outside and brave the world. You're going to perform at a muse? Ooh, that's kind of reassuringly far away. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's good advice. I happen to also miss 100% of the shots I do take, which is part of my problem. But let's go and have a look outside. Where was that? Would you say that was up there? Would you say it was in town? That's a base up there. That's like a neighboring base. But there's got to be a guy on my doorstep. There has to be a guy on the doorstep. What would be the most unpredictable way of getting out this house? Probably this. Well, first of all would be not leaving at all. Next best would be this. Not going anywhere near the bushes. Oh, it's so dingy. The contrast in some of these, like, trees and shadows. Oh, by the way, my light was on. I didn't think they'd be able to see that. I'm gonna go up and round. But Sour, how's life? Sour, have you got anything exciting planned? Are you up to much? Since MF Survival? Gonna go up and above with the Longhorn. See what I can do. You're doing something fun in a few weeks. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm jealous. Joy. We're building a Chernarus base. But for now, down to the heat. We were just talking about the heat. I mean, it's basically all I've spoken about for the last week. But up in Manchester, it's cooling off now. It was crazy hot a few days ago, and now it's chilling out a bit, and I'm happy for it. Just want to catch a glimpse. Oh, that's got a slam to it, hasn't it? Oh, I thought there was a player then. Should have lived here. It's a bit inconvenient place to live, but it is quite fun. Right, so where did I just kill the guy? Way over there. That's a base, but their flag's quite low down. Usually, the fights are here. Somewhere on that street between Fountain and the tents. Whoa, that's a zombie. So many bases in one village. I think there's 4. I think there's me. Oh, zombie again. There's me there. There's definitely a base in the Moustache House up the hill. There's a base there, and if I'm not mistaken, there's another base. That might have been a base, or that is a base. Something like that. I feel like I'm going to get sniped now. Whoa. But it is a cheeky little spot, especially if the shadows are working in here like I'm imagining, and I'm not silhouetted. Then I'm good. But what I want to do is I want Joe to get back, and then I want to go and leave this place for a bit. But I didn't want to get door camped. Find a career in something you enjoy and you'll never work a day in your life. Yeah, well, that's interesting. It's the weekend. Some of you probably still at work, but what does everyone do for work? If you've got a job, chuck your job title in the chat. Chuck your job title in the chat. What do you do for work? I bet some of you have got very exciting careers that I'll be jealous of. If anyone's like a marine biologist, I think I'm quite jealous. I watched a show called All the Sharks on Netflix. And some people's job are just to go to the most incredible places in the world and record and just dive with like sharks and stuff. I just think that was like, that's such a cool job. Obviously, I don't have any qualifications to do it, but it's still cool. You train crew on cruise ships, very nice. IT administrator, landscaper, heavy machinery mechanic, phlebotomist, administrative assistant, a tool maker, a respiratory therapist, a nurse, a group leader at a motor company. Why don't we use Discord to talk to each other? The whole point of this is, I don't know Joe. I met him in game, so I don't really want to like... I like the dynamic of it being a proper stranger. You whittle wood. Whittling wood is cool. Project manager, pilot, conservation officer, musician, and open mic host. You work with bacteria. Project manager, apprentice civil engineer, painter, retired prison officer, cleaner, DNA testing, a meat bag, security guard. You're not really allowed to disclose. You know, when you say that, you make me think that you are basically James Bond. Has anyone played the new James Bond game? Is it any good? Or is anyone playing anything new? DJ, a supervisor, a plumber, an industrial locksmith, scaffold oil rig. I might have to head back to the house because what's his name will be back there in a second. Chef was in the army before that. Nice. Played the new James Bond last night. It's very good, but you like the Hitman games. Hell Let Loose Vietnam. I'm in the playtest, but I haven't play-tested it yet. Oh! That's not good. He must have been waiting. He must have been waiting. I didn't even get a chance to think about what was going on there. I felt like I was stun-locked with bullets for like 10 seconds. We definitely don't want this spawn. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. We go again. We go again. What gun was that? He's been watching you all that time. But if he was waiting for me, wouldn't he have waited more closer to the door? Well, oh, here we go. Nice. Atterson, welcome in. Right, name the town. PPSH sounds about right. When I was younger, I would have loved to have been a spy. The idea of being a spy, I'd like, you know, you get like spy kits and stuff. That was, when I was younger, I wanted to be a footballer. I'd love to have been a footballer. I would love to have been a spy, or a detective. Or probably like a marine biologist would have been cool. No, I don't want to be here. Georgie English, exactly. Exactly. We're looking for anything remotely close to Moglia. Okay, perfect. We'll load up and we'll go... Well, I tell you what, we'll do a nice slow and steady one. We'll just go on a run back towards...
I wouldn't be asking the neighbors to borrow some sugar anytime soon. I don't rate your chances. Thanks for the Saturday stream.
There you go. Thank you very much, Crumpet Snatcher, with the 10... I almost said dollars then. £10 super chat. You wouldn't be asking the neighbors for some sugar anytime soon. I hope it's not a neighbor. I really wanted to make friends with the guy in the moustache house. So let's fingers crossed that that was just a randomer. But thank you very much. Thank you for the Saturday stream. No worries. No worries. If you like the Saturday streams, drop a like and we'll do more of them. We'll do more of them. Was my door closed? Don't start getting in my head about that. Did I leave the oven on? Didn't you shoot your neighbor in the back when they got home yesterday? Technically, Your Honor, technically, if we're being 100% truthful, Your Honor, I may have accidentally got confused about what I was doing in that moment and tried to kill my neighbor. I didn't know it was my neighbor, which I guess isn't really a good enough excuse. But all I'm saying is if I knew it was my neighbor, I would have tried to befriend them. You're free to go. Thank you. This isn't official. It's not a million miles away from official, but it is still a few miles away. Okay, right. To be honest with you, we didn't lose anything there, and what that means for us is we could just loot our way back, which is kind of exactly what we were trying to do anyway. I might go for a PD gun before I do anything else. I will do these two sheds then. Don't think I could do anything with that. Even a sharpening stone is good for me. Should I dress up smart? Who am I picking to win the World Cup? You're taking Netherlands to win it all as a dark horse. Who am I picking? That's a difficult question. I think it's hard to look past Spain and France. But it's a World Cup, right? Anything could happen. I don't think I need a wrench. I would love... I mean, obviously I'd love England to win, but I don't get the... I don't know why, but I'm being cautiously not optimistic this time round. But I would love a final of Portugal-Argentina. I just think that'd be absolute cinema. Right. Come out. If it's scripted, it'll be a Portugal-Argentina final. Right, let's get something in here. No guns, surely. Surely, give me something. DayZ or armor? Well, DayZ for me. Both great, but you're asking someone who's spent almost, I think literally a year. Is it a year? cumulatively playing this game. So I might be a little bit biased. What happened to my roomie? Well, I've got two now. One's Joe, who's on the server right now. Just died just before I died, so I'll meet him back at the house. Another's called Chef, who's working today. Okay, right. Grab some of that. Check for some base building supplies. Is buying DayZ worth it? Again, I might be biased, but I think DayZ is the most replayable, best value for money game out there. Or at least one of the. I think it's incredibly worth it. I mean, I've played this game since 2012, and I haven't got bored yet. So, I think if you like, it's hard to explain it. Some people just won't click at all with DayZ, which is fine. And people will like quit the game after like 3 hours, never to come back. But if it grips you, you could be playing it for the next decade. That's awful shed placement, yeah. Even if you get bored coming up with a breeze, exactly. DayZ is your favourite game in 56 years of gaming. There you go. I mean, we're all probably quite biased here, but I genuinely believe it's a special game. Right, sun's coming up. Yeah, if you get it on sale especially, it's well worth it. And bear in mind that it's a game where you don't have to buy it every year. There's not a new DayZ 2 Modern Apocalypse, DayZ 4 Advanced Zombies. It's just DayZ, right? At least up to this point. So what that means is you buy it once you've got it. It's only recently that they've added buyable DLC. Oh, here we go. Nice. So yeah, I'd say it definitely is worth it. You bought a lottery ticket today. Nice! Can we share it if you win? What's the longest character life you've had in DayZ? I don't know. Like 20 hours? I don't remember is the answer. But we live life on the wild side, so not as long as probably people who have like lived in the wilderness on official, for example. DayZ has no limits. You can play however you like. Exactly. Exactly. I think it's all about... it's the fact you meet people. It's all about meeting people. It's like a chat room. Can't really get bored. If you embrace the talking in this game, every day is different because you're with different people. Meet someone, talk to them for 5 hours, get to know them, get to know where they live, get to know what their pets are, get to know what they do for a living, get to know, like, really start hitting it off with someone. And then bang, they get shot and you never speak to them again, ever. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It's been basically the same for 13 years, exactly. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And DayZ's not broke. I mean, it is a little bit at the moment. Welcome in, Satchel. If you're just joining the stream on YouTube, welcome in. We don't often do Saturday streams, but here we are. So drop a like, make yourself at home. Let me know what you're up to today. We have a base in Moglievka, and we're just heading back because I died. You have an irrational fear of other people in DayZ, but you strive to survive alone as much as possible. Do you know what you need to do, Scum? I remember from school, we learnt about phobias, right? And one of the ways you can cure a phobia is called flooding. And I don't know if it's an outdated technique or whether they still use it or not, but the idea is like, oh, what, you're scared of snakes? Go in this room full of 100 snakes, and because you've experienced so many snakes at once, next time you see a snake, you'll be like, oh, this is nothing compared to when I was in the room of snakes, right? So what you need to do is throw yourself into as many interactions as possible, or join our village event. This is a great plug. Or what you need to do is join our village event next month. Loads of people coming together to join up on a server that we're hosting to make an in-game mega city. It'll be on Chernarus. It'll be in the middle of June. There'll be loads of people there, Scum, but good people and some bad people. So you're very welcome to join, as is anyone who wants to play. We've done it a few times now, and if you've seen us do it or you've been there before, then come and take part again. You're terrified of $100 bills? Right, vaguely, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you loads of $100 bills, mate. And I know it's going to be tough. You can take them home. You can keep them if you want. And you've just got to fill your pockets with them, and you'll be fine. You're willing to make the effort, okay? But yeah, in all seriousness, if you... DayZ is... there's a big thing with gear fear. So, gear fear, if you're new to DayZ, is basically you spawn with nothing, you start getting guns, like, oh, I've got an MP5. Oh, I've got a CR527. I don't want to lose that, so I'm going to avoid every person and every town in case I lose it, which is a fine way to play. No, the event won't be cross-play, unfortunately, which is a fine way to play, but it's more fun if you sort of just throw yourself in to situations and die, respawn, get more loot. There's that famous thing of it's not your loot, it's just your turn to use it. That sort of thing. Oh, here we go. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. Tattleton, welcome in. Our complete freshies allowed to join. Yes, we call them the cannon fodder. We definitely need cannon fodder in the village. No, I'm joking. But you're all welcome. As long as you've got DayZ on PC and you're good vibes, you're welcome to join. Welcome in, Andre. The city is not crossplay. It literally... well, technically it could be, but not the way we want to do it, unfortunately. But we'll look to doing something crossplay soon. We've got some plans for that too. Forgy says, hola, as of now I've not played DayZ, but lately I've watched about 30 of your videos each channel. Thus I blame my future addiction, and it's your fault. I am more than happy to be the reason why you get addicted to DayZ. You will not regret it. DayZ is a game. DayZ is a game. Right, you stay in there. Count you as fodder? Yes. Welcome aboard. No, genuinely, in the village events in the past, we've taught people how to build. We've taught. There's a lot of bandits, but there are a lot of good people as well, and they can teach you stuff. It's a DayZ experience like none other. Hello. Take that for the house. Hang on, what? There's a ballistic vest on the porch. Are you having a laugh? John and George were my first intro to the game, and I still live them or love them. There's no way... There's no way I missed that vest. Must have just spawned in. But thank you very much, Cheeto. Okay. The first 3 days are usually the most lawful. Yeah, so we're trying to think of some ways, right? Because what usually happens in the village events is you've got a few days where everyone's building and it's great and everyone's like, build, 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 brilliant. Then something changes in the wind and the bandits come out to play and productivity dips. So we're looking at ways to keep things interesting this time round. We've got some good ideas. Oh! Rhino, you just reminded me. Right. I need your help. I need all of your help. If you remember, we did an event called Deserted on Takistan a couple years ago. Could be 4 years ago for all I know. A while ago. And it was a plane crash event on Takistan. Anyway, I made a bunch of custom t-shirts for that event. With loads of funny little jokes, inside jokes, stuff we'd said on stream and just random stuff. What I need from you, I'm going to make new batch of t-shirts, which might eventually become real merch. They did last time. I'm going to make a whole new batch of custom t-shirts in-game. I need your help of what I can write on them. Stuff like Sloppy Looter, Kazoo, that sort of stuff. Arnie Slot's been fired. Is that true? Yeah, I need your help. So come up with sayings or images or whatever you think would be a funny in-game DayZ t-shirt. Chuck it in the chat and I will, I'll come back and I'll read this section and maybe you'll see what you've written on a t-shirt. Kelvin's Killer. That sort of thing. Where, like, that... Not many people will remember that. John killed Kelvin. So, that's a good one. That sort of stuff. It could be DayZ specific. It doesn't have to be us. Okay, right. Let's get over to Moglievka. Armadillo's really good. Armadillo's good. An armadillo t-shirt. Help me. The lag on a t-shirt. Oh. PvE God. Have I not got a PvP God t-shirt? Maybe I wasn't saying that back then. A Rat King t-shirt. What's in your mouth? Kazoo merch. Well, hopefully this time, Bloodshot has made a in-game kazoo. So, hopefully you'll be playing kazoo in-game. Are you friendly? We've got that on one already, I'm pretty sure. Wrong'un. That's nice. Didn't like the fact that door was closed. Sorry, where? Where? It's my only shot as well. Okay, let's go. He followed me. He's got all the evidence that he was at the campsite thing. I know his pants are better, but I didn't want to stick around because he might have had a friend. Take his gloves. I don't need anything more than I've took. Desperately. I don't think, anyway. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Drop that. Drop that. Food, food, food. Keep that. Drop that. I might drop an MP5. I've got one in the base. I'll take that. Food, food, ammo. Sorry, I thought I heard footsteps there. That's loaded. He was ready to go. Pointed hound. That'll do. I don't think I desperately need any of that. I mean, I could carry that in my hand, I suppose. Let's go. Whoa. Tell you what, that's the fourth time today I have been jumped in the middle of nowhere. Make a bottle suppressor. I could have done. I could have done. I'm going to prioritize just getting back to Joe at the base. I like it, Chernarus. Thank you for the ideas, by the way. If I didn't read them out, it doesn't mean that I didn't see them. I'm going to come back and read the chat back. So if you did suggest an idea, there's a good chance it will still get used. Just, we need to load this. I just didn't see it right then because I got jumped. What's your recommendations for a beginner base? It's easy to make. Truthfully, DayZ bases are quite challenging to make, but the easiest thing you could do is just put one door on an existing building, and ideally the building has no windows. I'm trying to think of a great example of like the easiest base you could build. Yeah, garage with one door. Perfect. Small, but you're not going to get shot through the window and you only need to put one door down. You just gave 4 absolute pearlers. Moose, shall I read him? Moose is proud of his 4 pearlers. Let me have a look. Gunshots to the left. Okay. One of your suggestions is... What? Oh, yes. Good shot, George. John says that all the time, to be fair. John's always saying good shot, George. Also, sorry, where? That must be something John says. I've never said that in my life. I can only see 2, but I'll find the other ones back. But yeah, John says a lot of crazy stuff, doesn't he? Do I want to go for the kill? No.
Stay focused. Stay focused. The longer I'm away from my base, the more I really worry that... Hopefully Joe's in there defending it, but... I don't want to cause trouble on my own doorstep. Is the gist of it. I think I'm skipping town here. I'd love a scope. I think someone just said that as a t-shirt suggestion, and I've just said it genuinely. Okay. Nail-wise, the nail fountain has dried up. Not seen new nails in a very long time. Nails are the one thing that we need. Right, into the trees we go. Into the trees we go. Dismantle bases for nails. Yes, good idea. Can you do that on here? Must be able to. This isn't official. It's close to official, but it's lightly modded in a very nice way. Oh, I've got a trivia question, by the way. How many likes are we on YouTube? We'll do it at like 250 likes. I don't know how many we're already on. Welcome in, Tommy Gunn. 249. Well, there you go. There we go. One more like. Easy. 251 now. Right. Trivia time. This is quite a good question, I think, as in like a challenging one. Who's ready for trivia? First person to write the correct answer to this question in the chat wins. It's a tricky one. I don't think I'd ever get it in a million years. Here we go. Which TV show won the most Emmys in 2018? Which TV show won the most Emmys in 2018? Good luck. Not photosynthesis. Which TV show won the most Emmys in 2018? Just guess a TV show from around 2018. No, welcome in, Nate. No, not Breaking Bad. No one's got it yet. No one's got it. No one's got it. It's rare that we have a question that's so, tricky. I'll give you a clue. I could have had a million guesses, and I wouldn't have got it. So, good luck. But I'm not, like, super down with, like, pop culture. We've never got to the end of the trivia music without a right answer. The question is, which TV show won the most Emmys in 2018? Which TV show won the most Emmys in 2018? Still nothing.
Still nothing. Which does mean that people aren't Googling this time. Or Google's given a different answer. Because usually by this point, someone's Googled. Trivia might win for the first time ever. Okay, stop the clock. Stop the clock. We have a correct answer. The winner of what has to be the most tricky question we've had so far is Kevin Onawant with The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. The correct answer was The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. There you go. Congratulations, Kevin. Don't admit to Google, Kevin. I mean, I appreciate the honesty. You kind of put everyone out of their misery there because it felt like nobody knew that. I never heard of it. Yeah, that's what I mean. I would never have got it. But I guess that's what makes it a better question than, like, some of the easier ones we've had so far. Maybe it's an interesting question because it's a weird answer. I don't know. Never heard of it. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. But at least by Googling it, Kevin, you did verify that it is a real show and that is the right answer. Right, we're basically home. The question is, are we going to get in our front door alive, and is Joe going to be there? These are important questions. Watch the first 2 episodes and it's boring. Is anyone watching anything interesting or new over the last week or so? I need recommendations. I started watching a Fred West documentary last night. The Burrows, that's the Stranger Things creator, right? Spin-off creator, same creator. Trying to finish up The Boys, Peaky Blinders. Welcome in, Raider. Legends. I watched Legends. I binge watched Legends actually, probably last week. Okay, we got no Joe. Got no Joe. That's fine. Okay. What is important? What is it? What do I need to do here? There was something that I was going to do when I got home. What was it? What was it? Was it just dump all of this stuff? Weapon cleaning kit. So much ammo. I guess ammo is quite important. Put that away. Put that away. That away. Could take a PPSH out, actually, using that. Can you see if someone's on the server? As in, can I see if Joe's on the server? I do know Joe's on the server. I've just messaged him. Discord. Right. Let me take a PPSH with this. Let me put that here. Have I ever seen the Terror? I've not seen the Terror. Who moved the gear off that? I did. I was wearing it. Bring your neighbour a freshly baked pie. That's a good idea. Okay. So put that back there. Load this. Silo. I read. So on honeymoon recently, well, not even recently anymore. A few months ago, I read the Silo books and then we binge watched the series. Probably one of my favorite settings or stories I've read in a long time or watched. Let me load this up and then put it back. You should have been more specific about the main ceremony or overall Emmys. It's the whole fun of this one is it's not me making up the questions. It's a daily quiz calendar. So part of the fun is sometimes it's a bit rogue. Okay, put that there. Getting quite a lot of tat on the floor here. How do we fix this then? Probably put more tat on the floor for starters. Food. Food can go on this bed. That's the food bed. Do we have scopes? I feel like there was a scope in one of these. Scope in there. Why can I not? Yes. Yeah. Cool. And a battery. Must have a battery. There must be something that has a battery in this place, surely. Surely, yes. Nice. That goes there. Oh, no, down there. Also pop that over there. Nice. Smoke detector. Oh, it does stress me out how much stuff there is on the floor, but I do like what we have going on in here. It's a good problem to have. Too much stuff is a good problem to have. You have a sharpening stone. Repair hatchet. Do I? I do. Which actually means I've got a hatchet there. Could repair the saw. The saw's probably more important. I didn't know I had this. If we're feeling brave, I could go cut some trees down. Will any weapons on the floor despawn after server restart? They definitely will despawn soon. Bags are slightly safer. That's why I was trying to leave like the worst stuff on the floor. If I drop this for now, just pop that there. Drop that. I might risk going out and getting this sorted. Although, having said that, it might not be worth it because nails. Not worth it. Not worth it for now. Because we don't have any nails anyway. That there. That there. That there. Put that there. Cool. In which case, let's just go shoot some people. How's my flagpole? I upgraded it. I upgraded it today. But you gotta admit, it's a decent base. Considering me, it's not a bad effort for a base. So let me go and explore. Yeah, okay, so if I'm looking for nails from Moglievka, where should I go? DayZ, Vishnoi, back down to Cherno. Cherno's got the biggest density of like loot spots, especially for industrial. I just feel like it also gets looted more regularly. Maybe I just do town. George, you read Silo in the Martian book and then all the rest of his books. You need another recommendation. The Road. Read The Road. Read The Road. Okay. Let's do this. No, take another bandage. Vibor always has nails. Vibor always has nails. It's a little trek from here, though. We'll see what we can do. Base is coming along, appreciate that. That's a joke. Oh, that's going to happen so often. That's going to happen so often. I also went what I thought was the most non-obvious way. Oh, well. We go again. We go again. Solnichny. Well, we can loot our way back from Solnichny pretty easily. There's nothing I can really do to combat that. What can I do to combat that? Once they know I'm inside, what can I do? That felt personal. It did. I suspect that person was hiding at the base when I arrived home, because I didn't hear them arrive. So I think they were there when I arrived home, and they just sat and waited. The only thing that would have actually worked in hindsight is just to have gone the other way. Because I sort of ran at him by accident. But you live and learn. Luckily, we banking stuff in the base, so we're not actually losing anything. Camping your base, is this rust or what? Tell me about it. Camp my own door. How do I camp my own door? I might have to, Jam. I have a feeling it might become a bigger problem, but at least to begin with, let's just have it as benefit of the doubt. Taylor!
That was the same guy who killed you at the church.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. But thank you very much, Taylor. Taylor Rue Gregory. Yeah, there's not much I can really do. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Mix up your exit. Luckily, I do have 2 exits. That is a nice thing to have. But thank you very much, Taylor. Appreciate it. The only good thing is, dying on the way out of the base is probably the best time to die. Because when I'm loot running all the way back, I'm getting stuff. And like, but right then, I just banked a load of stuff. And I only left with like the bare minimum. So, I'd much prefer to die on my way out than on my way in. But yeah, thank you very much, Taylor. Lots of press first, yeah, but there's sort of stuff that I lost I can get back. But the worry is that that's going to happen 50% of the time I go in and out of the base. Make friends, it's your most impressive skill. I didn't know there was anyone outside the base. The guy sat completely silently for like 5 minutes. If I'd known someone was out there, I could have tried. But game's the game. We go again. This time, I'll just not go back to base for a while. I'll just do a big loot run. Has Joe been killed on return? As far as I know, Joe spawned in Gorka and was heading back. So I don't think he'd been back yet. But I'd imagine he might have a very different experience. Voice change. I don't even think they're gonna let me speak, to be honest. That's the one problem with having a base, is you become very predictable. Good time to look for nows. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for nows on my way back. In some ways, you could put a big positive spin on it and say we were just about to go looking for nows anyway. I'll have that. Yeah, definitely could be a neighbor. That's why I don't want to make any crazy accusations just yet. But if it becomes a clear and obvious foul... right, okay. But until then, let's just go on an adventure. Oh, gunshots up there. Bear traps would be good. Bear traps would be good, actually. Right, what's the best loot route from here? It's probably just to go to, like, all events, right? The uphill neighbour's always gunning for you. I actually don't think we've ever... I don't know. I don't think I've ever spoken to that neighbour. It's fun having neighbours, though, isn't it? Right, is that fully loaded? The most important thing right now is finding another box of nails. I think one more box of nails completes... Not completes the base, but completes, like, V1, version 1 of the base. Could clear the trees so you can't hide. Well, funnily enough, the reason I run out and write is because I thought if someone's going to be there, they're going to be sitting in the bushes. So I thought I thought if someone's in the bushes, I'll go out the other side. And they were out the other side. So they're playing bloody chess and I'm playing checkers. Welcome in, Jiton. Yes, bearded dad. One more like for 300. Drop a like. I do like having a base, though, because every time you spawn, you become sort of like... You've got this really clear focus of like, right, we're going to get stuff, and we're going to go back to base. And we're going to build... We're going to barricade up the windows. Like, it gives your life a lot of purpose. Can you make nails out of wire? I never know server to server. I've heard of that on some servers, but wire's sort of hard enough to find. You want an I Love Pumper t-shirt? Well, what's everyone up to today? Enough about me and me dying on my own doorstep. What's everyone up to? Has anyone got any fun weekend plans? Have you ever visited Cambridge? Yes. I have visited Cambridge. You ended up in the smallest pub and it had warm lager. Was terrible. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. You're at work? Fishing for carp in France? Going to work. Lots of people working at the weekend. Enjoy work. If you can keep watching during the stream, then we can hang out with you. Gonna see the new Star Wars movie. Very nice. Drinking beer all day. May go canoeing today. I saw a thing. You can, in Manchester somewhere, you can rent a canoe, go down some of the canals. Look quite nice on a sunny day. Thank you, Arthur. Thank Vader, welcome in. School fair. Right, let's see if we can get a box of nails. Maybe jump on the train tomorrow to go to the air show. Very nice, very nice. I do like when summer, like I like winter. Winter's cool. But what I do like about summer is all the outdoor activities just unlock all of a sudden. There's just tons of stuff happening. Everything that's like weather dependent in the UK is just full steam ahead. You did canoeing 2 years ago in Poland across fresh rivers. Very nice. Picking up a new horse today. Wow. You must be strong. Went for a country drive. Cooked wagyu for dinner. Whale watching tomorrow. Boar hunting. Oh, hello. Traveling home from Miami to Brazil. Looking forward to seeing the family after 4 months away working. You surfed today. I would love, I've said this a lot, but I'd love to be, I'd love to have an outdoorsy hobby. I'd love to have an outdoorsy hobby. Like, imagine you live next to the beach and you just surfed. That would be cool. Probably play some DayZ after work tonight. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, yeah, same with the PNW. It's nice because if I Google like stuff happening in Manchester this weekend, there'll be all sorts of like, right, over here there's this big market going on, over here there's this big festival going on in this park, over here we've got this thing going on. There's just like loads of stuff happening and it's all outdoorsy and it's all sunny. But I do think that we've got it quite good in the UK because as soon as that becomes too hot and boring, it's like, okay, it's cold again now. Now we're going to do all the cold stuff again. And it's like, okay, good. Just when you get bored, it changes. Whereas some of you, oh, that's a good find. Some of you presumably live in places where the weather is just like fixed almost all year round. Hot. Pretty big weekend planned at Costco. I might see you there. We need to go to Costco. Right, up we go. Hatchet. This is the stuff we need. Now we're cooking. This feels good. This feels real good. BK18 in here. Have to try with it. Right. Inland. You love the trench coats and the new military sweaters and the backpacks they added to DayZ. Wish they had more vests. Badlands is going to add a lot more clothing, I should think. Yo, you guys basically taught me how to play the game. That's nice. I'm guessing you mean the YouTube shorts. If you do, we're happy to help. On that note, we got a new video coming tomorrow or tonight, and it's a follow-up on that loan server. There'll be a short that goes with it. So, do you ever get recognized out in public? Well, no, because once. But no, not really. Me especially, I don't put face cam on, so it's very, very, very unlikely. What was that? Welcome in, little chap. Right, I'm guessing. Follow this. Nice. Gonna ignore those gunshots until I get a better gun. Right, let's grab some nails in this town and we're laughing. So much gaming on your plate in the future. FS Village event. HB server. Vane update. Moon map. Badlands. And ILL. I know what some of them mean, and they sound good. Vane I need to look into. What did they add on Vane? Probably overdue another Vane brand. Why am I getting gear fear about having hatchets and saws? What's slightly worrying is the guy that killed me on my doorstep has now got my CR527. That's with a scope. That's scary. Because I don't have that. But I do have a PPSH. I do like that. Are you going to play Hell Let Loose Vietnam? I've got it installed. It's, maybe I'll play it later today. Has anyone played it? What's the verdict? Watching you at the Riviera Air Show in Paynton, Devon. Shout out to Paynton, Devon. I used to go down to Devon. I used to go to Teignmouth. Teignmouth? Oh, hello. If you like the original, you'll like it. Okay, nice. Probably do need that. Swap that to that. Oh, hello, zombie. Do you know what? Can live there now. Yeah, I remember when we played Hell Let Loose, I used to just die a lot. I know it's one of them games where that's much more acceptable, but I would run, die. Run, die. And then getting one kill felt like a big achievement. But I only really gave it a tiny go. But I like the idea of this new one, so I will check it out. This is just a weekend playtest, yeah? And then it goes away and then it comes out properly next month sometime? Is that how it works? You guess Vane was a flop. I thought Vane... Do you know Vane was made by like... Was it like one guy or two guys? So considering it's made by like the smallest team imaginable, I would have said it was a massive success. No, I don't play Marathon. Shot. Row. Don't forget cars for nails. Yeah. I'm not going to get too hyper fixated on just looking in sheds, because I know that's not particularly fun. But this town just had a vibe of fill your boots. Yeah, I asked it earlier, but what other games are people playing? What are you playing other than DayZ? What are your go-to games? Right, let's head down the road here. I need something long range. My nephew came round a few days ago, and he really likes the VR. So like he was playing that a lot, and when he was playing it, I was thinking like, oh, you know what, VR is fun. Maybe I need to play more VR. And then I was thinking, maybe there's games we could make videos on. Mountain Blade, Bannerlord, Armor, DayZ. Oh, I'll take that. Trying to fly in Armor Reforger. Okay. Nice. Let's drift over this way. There's a boar there. Should I just shoot and kill any... No, I don't think I need to. I'll do this. Ghost of Tabor. I played Ghost of Tabor. It is good. It is good. When it comes to VR, you like Blade and Sorcery. Yeah, I'll take VR recommendations. What VR game? He was just playing like boxing. That looks like a good place to get nails. Waiting for GTA 6. I've been watching a lot of GTA roleplay stuff over the last week or so. And I am very, very tempted to say John and I should get on that at some point, especially ahead of GTA 6. Bone Lab. I played Bone Lab. Bone Lab's really good. You need a freshspawns Rust server. Well, start with the DayZ one next month. Real Yorkshire Lee, 24 months, 2 years of YouTube support. Thank you very much. Always good to catch you live. Happy Saturday, you too. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Probably should pop down there. No, this music isn't in game. Right, down we go. Freshspawns role-playing GTA may be a good idea. But if you go back to our channel, go to our YouTube channel, go to videos, sort by oldest, and you'll see that when we started the channel, it was 50% DayZ, 50% GTA roleplay. Or GTA. We did a bunch of stuff, but we did some GTA roleplay on there. So there's a parallel universe where we would be still.
You and John need to get
GTA.
into 5 RP, it'd be hilarious.
There you go. There you go. But like I said, if you want to watch us play GTA roleplay, we actually do have videos from like 5 years ago. But they're probably terrible. But we'll get back on it. We'll get back on it for sure. But thank you very much, John RR8ZO. Thank you very much. $5 Canadian. What happened to Windrose? As in, what happened to us playing it? We stopped. I guess probably just new games came out and we moved on. But I think it's still going strong. I still hear people talking about it. I think they're doing quite well. Welcome in, Lexi. Okay, right. Let me try again down here. That ship sailed. Very nice. But no, it's a really good game, and lots of people are still playing it. We've had more games come out. Not even come out, but like over the last couple of months. There just seems to be loads of games to play. How's the base? The base is fine. I've upgraded the base. The problem I've got today is people sitting on my doorstep killing me when I go in or out. Which is sort of getting in the way of upgrading the base, but what can you do? More aisle. We're definitely going to do more aisle. We're definitely going to do more aisle. It does need a good tidy as well. We've also run out of nails, so... We have our friend Joe on the server, but because we've kept dying, we've barely been together. We've been together for about... How long were we hanging out with Joe for? We met in the base, and then we left to go into town, and then he died. That's it, isn't it? That's the only time... We probably spent like 15 minutes with him. But he's around. He's around. Drop that, take that. Will we be playing Subnautica 2? So we played Subnautica 2. We made videos on it and we played it the day it came out. But again, as always, what happened with Subnautica 2? Oh, MF Survival launched. The same weekend. So we quickly moved on to MF Survival and then never went back. But we basically judge it off of like demand. And not a lot of people seemed to be bothered that Subnautica 2 went away. So we sort of just took that as a sign that we're all happy to just leave it be. But let me know if I'm wrong. Have you played a story game? And if so, what's your favourite? So I used to really like Fallouts, all the Fallouts. I used to like the Far Cries. They didn't have great stories, but I just enjoyed flying around, discovering outposts and stuff. Story games. Best story game. GTA is obviously incredible. Trying to think of like a proper story though. What's the best story game? There's got to be someone in this town, by the way. I'm definitely getting shot at in a second. I really like the concept of atom form, but I didn't really like atom form. Okay, up here. Yeah, DayZ. I mean, DayZ, yeah, in its own way, is a great story game. Battery. Everyone named their favourite... I guess what we're asking for here is single-player story games. What game has the best single-player story? Have you heard of a game called Ardum? Yeah, we'll be playing it. We will definitely be playing it. Come on. Nails. I can smell them from here. Borderlands. Heavy Rain. Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm watching some clips of that as well recently. I'd love to do some, not much, but a bit of Red Dead Redemption 2 roleplay. Elder Scrolls. Stranded Deep. We were going to go back and play that, and then something came up. Max Payne. Can we do some... Okay, here's a fun one. Can we do some throwback Xbox 360 games? Throwback Xbox 360 games. Name your, like... Name a really... Not niche, but like... Name a classic Xbox 360 game that you probably haven't thought about in a while. I'll start. Splinter Cell Double Agent. Gears of War. I think I've said this before, but I've played a lot of games over the years. I think Gears of War was my game. Do you know, like in your friendship group, you sort of get the idea of like who's the best at what game, you know, who's... You play COD, but it's like, oh, your mate's like 10th Prestige, he's clearly the best in the group. I think my games were FIFA and Gears of War. Within the group, I would have been... I had a shout for being top dog in those two. Army of Two. Fable 2. Fable was a great game. Any Rockstar game. Bully. Abe's Odyssey. Rainbow Six Vegas. Yes. I used to have clans on that. I used to like sweaty, like, what was it called? Game battles, clan stuff. Used to do that on COD. Used to do that on Rainbow Six. Used to do it on Gears of War. Crackdown. What a game Crackdown was. I'd put that in a similar bracket of like Far Cry, where you could just explore, fly around, upgrade your car, drive around. And then they added, was it Crackdown 2? Was co-op? Getting them mixed up now. One of them was co-op. But that was like a mindless, fun game. I did like Crackdown. Halo. Who are you supporting at the Champions League final if I watch football? I do watch football. I love football. I'm supporting Arsenal. I'm not going to be one of those people that's like... I'm going to support Arsenal. I support Crystal Palace. But I want to see Arsenal win. And I don't know if they will. I would probably bet on PSG. But I would... I'd be happy if Arsenal won. And then English teams have done the old treble. Zoo Tycoon was a great one. Mercenaries. I've said it before. The Mercenaries advert music lives in my head still. It was a very, very catchy song. The Mercenaries 2. Mercenaries 2 advert, I'm pretty sure. Cracking advert. Or maybe it was also the theme song at the beginning of the game. Do you ever play Livonia? Yes. Not loads, but yeah. Best game music. Now we're talking. My votes are San Andreas and some of the old FIFA songs are really, really good. But I've given 2 examples of songs of games that use just real music, which I don't think maybe shouldn't count. They both just use real songs in their soundtracks, so maybe they don't count. You hearing what I'm hearing? Am I just super paranoid today? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Diablo, Vice City, Disco, Doom, Rage Racer. Guitar Hero. I just think that, I don't know. I think Xbox, maybe it's whatever age you are, but Xbox 360, in the age of like achievements in gamer score, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Okay. Let's go up here, and then I guess take a left. Who remembers those games that clearly were bad games, and they know they were bad games, so that they would... Oh, hang on. Do I have anything to tie him up with? He's got nails. So sorry. I need nails just as much as you do. As soon as I saw the nails there, I went from thinking about messing with him to, I need that. He's also got some sort of weird tap. Remember when everyone was addicted to Farmville? I saw a graphic Shadowrun, by the way. Shadowrun, great shout. I saw a infographic that was like most played games of all time. I don't know if it's accurate, but guess. Everyone guess the most played game of all time. Because there's an interesting answer. Slightly interesting answer. And I've deliberately made the question vague. I've deliberately made the question quite vague, which is a bit of a clue. And also, sort of, the bit we were talking about before was a bit of a clue. Most played game of all time, according to a random infographic that I have seen online. Let me take that. Stop the clock. We got one. I don't want to drag it on for too long in case it's inaccurate. But, Josh, apparently it's Candy Crush. Apparently Candy Crush is the most played game of all time. Which I found interesting. A lot of them were mobile games. I think number 2 was Subway Surfers. But it's interesting how the world has changed to the point where... I guess Candy Crush is sort of ages ago, but yeah. Let me change that for that. Do I have a leather repair kit? Right, I got to think real careful about my next move here. People stream Subway Surfer. There you go. I got to think real careful about my next move. Never let them know your next move. Never let them know your next move. My next move is what? If I don't know, Warcraft. What, if you include mobile games? Look, the infographic I saw was posted on a random... I don't even know where I saw it. So I would find it hard to believe that this random infographic would be wrong. But I'd also be very, very surprised if World of Warcraft had more players than Candy Crush. Okay. Basically, I'm weighing up in my head. I'm weighing up 2 things. Going home and getting door camped by a guy who would probably bloody love it if I ran home with nails and died. Or, alternatively, burying the stuff. Burying this stuff. To take it home on a time where I don't think someone's just sitting on my doorstep. Thoughts? Thoughts? I just have this feeling that... I just have this awful feeling that someone's just going to be on my doorstep. And I don't want to give them what they want. Stash the stuff, see if you get shot. The problem is... the stash will get got, probably. But yeah, let's go for the... We're going to play a bit smart. We're going to play a bit smart. We're not going to walk into any traps. First things first, I'm going to ask Joe where he is. Where are you? If I can meet up with Joe, we double our chances of doing something cool. That food's just going to have to... I guess I could eat some of it. Do new doors and windows need wire? Yeah, so... my loot run couldn't have gone much better. Basically. I have everything I need for the base. But... I don't have great guns for if we... oh, I mean, I really don't have great guns. Don't want to go back and get what that guy had, but he definitely probably had better stuff than I've got. Well, he's in Zeleno. He's in Zeleno. Okay, brilliant. Not gonna be meeting him just yet. He had a longhorn, did he? Well, I'm going to start with getting out of here. Getting out of here. I don't need, definitely don't need any of that. Right, good. Let's move. Let's move. Can you build your own well? Yeah, you can. That's what I mean. I've got quite an exciting bunch of stuff. Oh, I tell you what I will do, which is quite smart. I do say so myself, is pack this bag full of the base building supplies. So in a sticky situation, you just need... drop that. But the most important stuff, swap that for that, surely. Screwdriver. That there, put that there, put that there. Okay. So now in a sticky situation, we drop that, and that's kind of a good plan. That gets us out of a little bit of trouble. Right. So I just left. Elaine and I went up there, and I was going to turn left, so let's head that way. I got to find myself a shovel and something to bury with. Really, I think I thought I had a CR527, but I don't. I have a Sporter. You like the sound of them eating in DayZ? Plenty more where that came from. Plenty more where that came from. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, drop a like. We're on quite a good run here in terms of the base. So if you're enjoying the stream, do drop a like. Let me know as well if it's your first time watching a stream in a while. This is a Saturday stream, which doesn't happen very often, but if you like the Saturday streams, let us know, and we will do more. What happened at the base? Well, it depends when you mean. I've died on the doorstep fairly recently. You passed a shovel many sheds ago. Yeah, I remember passing one. I didn't want to go backwards. That's my only thing. There's one right here, which is also quite useful. Bury them. Oh, you're lucky I can't bury that. That would have been brilliant. This is your first stream in a bit. Welcome in. Okay. We're sort of looking for something buryable. Let me just check one thing, which is, can I bury this modded bag? No, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't expect to. Didn't expect to. Alright. Let's just make some distance. Screwdriver, you can take it apart. Well, we know where it is. I might go back for it. But for now, I'm fully thinking about burying. If you can take it apart, you can make another crate. Okay. Cheshire, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Make a vanilla crate. You might have big brained that. No, you might have big brained it. You might be onto something. could always build a crate. Hang on. You might have big brained it. I could build a crate with what's in my pockets and then bury. Right. Right. The problem is, if I build a crate, you're going to see roughly where I'm going to bury it, unless I walk for a long time. So what I might do is cover my screen, and I'll just describe what I'm doing for the next... I'll just describe what I'm doing for the next minute, okay? Okay, got triple kill. I'm going to build a crate and then bury it with the screen hidden. I think that's kind of smart. Would that mean you have too many crates? I don't know, because this one isn't like a this one isn't like mine in my territory. This is just, I don't know, I guess we'll see. It will stop me if not. Yeah, whilst I'm doing this, talk amongst yourselves. You can talk to each other for a second. Twitch and YouTube. Just doing some crafting. Keep forgetting that you can't see. Nothing scarier than trees rustling when you're trying to do something stressful. Only on this server, Lawrence. By the way, whoever came up with this idea is a genius. An absolute genius. There's me trying to find a bag to bury. And actually, we don't need it. It works. It works. Okay. That's really good stuff. That's really good stuff. Right. I can tell you that it's buried. It worked. We have successfully banked a lot of good stuff there. And I guess All is good in the world. Got that. Apologies I have to do this, but it probably was the smart decision. Okay, we're back. We're back. Right, we need to go home, basically, which is not here. It is over here. A long way this way. Let's go. No, welcome in, Near Tribe. I give you the lowdown if you want. I can give you the lowdown on what's happened so far. I upgraded the base. Joe's on the server. We met briefly. We've killed a lot of people. We've died a couple of times, but most recently we've died. Most recently we died to guy camping our doorstep, which kind of spooked me a little bit. So what we've done is we've went on another loot run, but instead of going home and getting shot on the doorstep by a door camper, I've buried a stash of stuff, which is good, which is real good. So now if I was to die on the doorstep, it wouldn't be such a big deal. Yeah, I'll show you the base. Hopefully Joe will be there this time. Morning, watching my work in the double. Nice. Hello, Mickey. Right, somewhere this way. I see Chernarus is winning the poll by a landslide. When will you be back on this server? Why? Why, Arthur? I'm not sure, is the answer. Where's everybody on the poll? I actually can't, I can't see. All I can see is Chernarus and 76%. But you're enjoying it. Well, we'll be playing it next week. I'm enjoying it too. I really like having a base. I really like having a base. Are you enjoying Chernarus base building? It feels pretty classic. It feels pretty classic. Feel so light after dumping all of that good stuff. What happened to Chef? Chef has just got a busy life working. Every time I've asked him, he said he's been working till like 11 o'clock at night. Even today, he said that. But we did talk to him earlier on Discord, so he's around. He's around. Pixel wants to know where we're all from. We can play a quick game. Let's do a quick game of where you're watching from. We've not done that in a little while. Where are you watching from in the world? Where are you located? Where are you located? Sydney, Australia? New Zealand? Vegas? Very nice. Kansas City? Sydney? Saskatchewan, Canada. Pflugerville, Philadelphia, Netherlands. Corner Brook, England. Alberta, Germany. Uranus, Denver. Romania, Oslo. Copenhagen. Croatia. Adelaide, Michigan. Ohio, Sweden, France, Ukraine, Austria. Tucson, Arizona, Manchester, Newton, Florida, Singapore, Madrid, Wisconsin, New Hampshire, Ohio, Devil Hills, Croatia, Scotland, Tasmania, Guildford, Pennsylvania, Argentina, Atlanta, Andrews, Texas, Kansas, Germany, Brisbane. Well, that is a mixed bag. That is a mixed bag. All over the world. The ones we never get. Is anyone watching from California? Because of our time zones, for us to stream at a time when California are awake. So what's the time in California right now? I think California are the ones we get the least just because of the time slot. Oh, it's 6 a.m. Oh, that's not too bad. I thought it was much earlier than that. Oh, that's fine then. That's fine, because sometimes we stream until a lot later than this. I thought it was worse than that. Alright, cool. Cool. No problem. Good morning, California. Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii, maybe not. But if I lived in Hawaii, I'd be busy, what do they do in Hawaii? Surfing? Living it up. Does anyone live in a place that is like a, you sound like I want to go surfing. My wife is really into paddle boarding, which is cool, But, yeah, I do quite like water sports. Does anyone live in a place that's like, from an outside perspective, probably looks like paradise or a tourism hotspot, but living there is actually not that good? I'm really hoping my navigation's worked out here and that over this hill. We're going to start to see more Bierka. You'll have beaches and bays for paddleboarding. Well, we've got lakes around here, and then sometimes the ocean. The long alone, G-Buck. I'll write it down. Long alone. Right, I could easily have got my bearings slightly off here. Go on then, DayZ nerds. What little segment of a town am I looking at there? GeoGuessr. DayZ GeoGuessr. Guess that town. I guess my worry is, where is that? That's basically east of me. I might need to go and verify what that town is in order to make sure that I'm definitely not overshooting this. Let me have a look over this hilltop. I'm in the right area, so I can't be that far off. It just didn't look like Moglievka. The barn didn't make sense. Ah, lovely. Should have just trusted my gut. Should have just trusted my gut. All right. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. What's the server pop? I don't want to be too specific, but this server's very busy, as you can tell by the amount of people we've had to fight or be attacked by. Very busy. Arguably the most popular Chernarus server on the game. And we've picked quite a spicy town, so I am sort of asking for trouble. That's $1 million question, Baked. We're about to find out. You've just got here. This is the first you've seen of the base building series. Welcome in. I will show you the base. Any second now. Quite exciting to see it. What happened to Joe? Joe's on the server. We've just been out of sync. It's not even like I've got a good gun if this does kick off. This is alright. Just not a load of ammo for it. Joe was your favourite member of the freshspawns. I don't know if you mean if that's a throwback to when I can't remember much about it, but there was a guy called Joe. Or you mean this Joe. But either way, it's good. What's the maximum ping I'll play? We've played some Australian servers with really high ping, but seemingly had no effect in game, or very little effect in game. So I'd always try it, see. Okay. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. It depends on the server, Survivor. If you pick a good server, it's just like an improved official. Eyes on the trees. If it's the same guy, they'll have a CR527 scoped at the very least. Come on. Here we go now. So close to home. So close to home. Joe's probably put the kettle on. Joe's probably put the kettle on. Life is good. We live in this house here. We live in this house. We're gonna go in this house. And I'm gonna go in the base. Nice. We're home. We are home. I don't think Joe's in. Oh, some stuff's despawned though. For sure some stuff's despawned. Okay, I can swap that out for that. Chuck that. I guess I should start putting stuff in bags. Right, this is home. This is where we live. We've got everything you could possibly need. Food on the bed, boarded up windows, a gun wall, gun storage. We've got like this little thing that you can put your hat on if you want to. Storage in here. We got some stuff. We got some stuff. Right, okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put that there. Or maybe around here. I definitely need a storage upgrade. I'm going to be back in a second. I'm going to run to the toilet and grab a drink. Talk amongst yourselves. Chill out. Back in a second. Back in a second. No, Joe? As a joke, let's all leave the stream. Right, I saw that. I saw that. Do we feel like... So last time we were in this base, there was someone hiding outside. Did you hear that? And do you get the vibe that anyone's out there? Okay, put that there. Put that there. I could test it. Hello, I know you're out there. Why? What are you doing? Why are you out there?
Why are you out there?
I think we're good. Okay, right. Let me put some ammo away. Even though we've died a few times, storage-wise, we're like overflowing with good stuff. Not great stuff, but good stuff. There. There. Lockpicks feel pretty useful. Keep those. Probably keep the scope off of this. Take that away. Keep the scope. Chuck that. This is what I want. Yes, this is what I want. I don't have a mag for this. That's the only problem. But the scariest voice one I've got. No, I've not made any new ones. We didn't set out to make any scary ones. I just wondered if it would cause him to expose himself. I need... I guess I don't have a mag, right? So that's... Oh, it needs a battery. I've got batteries. Right, I guess we're going to go and have a look around while we can. It seems to be all clear, which is nice. Seems to be all clear. So why don't we take... this gun. How much ammo do I really need? Maybe take that. Is there anything on the floor that I'm going to really cry about if it's gone? I think so. I'll have a quick message on here. See if anyone... Hello? Hello? I like having that. I might keep that. Take that out. Move that, drop that. I could have a big sort out. I could sit here and have a massive sort out, but no one wants to sit here and watch me sort stuff out. So let's go outside. Probably don't need that, but I might as well take it because otherwise it's just going to go and get lost. Right, can you build another crate? No, so the way this works is I'm allowed 3 storage crates, okay? But I can upgrade. Let me find out right now for you exactly how to upgrade. Crate upgrading. So all I need is 10 planks, 18 nails, and 1 metal wire to upgrade. Double the storage of that, double the storage of that, double the storage of that. So 1 metal wire per box, 10 planks, and 18 nails. So I could do that with what I've got in the stash, which is fine. I could do that. Then to upgrade it again, you need metal panels and
nails, and planks. So I can upgrade. This is level 1 of 4. This has 50 slots. Max out has 200 slots. So there's plenty of potential to grow that. I think you can also upgrade this. Probably expand that to like 8 guns or, I don't know, 16 guns. Same with this thing. Same with this thing. So yeah, you can definitely upgrade, which is cool. Okay. But I think Mr. Chernarus is watching. Maybe. I like to think he is. Okay. Right. Let's go for a run around. Place your bets. Am I about to get shot? Am I... What's that? Was that there when I just came in? Can I tell you where the bow got removed? I don't work for Bohemia, unfortunately. I'm as sad as you are. It wasn't there, was it? I really feel like someone's outside. Shall I go out? There's an argument that I go out naked, and then I don't lose anything when I inevitably die. Oh, I don't like how I've done that. I could go out naked, and if I die, I've not lost anything at all. Or I go out and try and win the fight and risk losing not a lot, though. I don't know. Someone just make a noise. See that, hound? I don't feel like there was just an extra noise out there. So I just realised I've not stashed. Get rid of that, 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 that there. Stash that. Get rid of that, take that. Put it there. I guess we've got to be brave. I think I heard a noise. I think I heard a noise, and I don't like the bait. I think I've got a camper outside, but maybe we're overthinking it. So what I'm going to do is the most genius plan you've ever seen. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Oh, I've got a grenade on me. I don't want a grenade. I do want to stash it, though. Don't think I'll ever need that. That tanked my stamina. I didn't know it was going to tank my stamina. We go pay a visit to the neighbours. I've not even got an ammo in this gun. Thought it was in my back garden. Or if there was anyone, I thought they were in my back garden. So that's where he was last time.
Maybe we got the all clear? I've just realised, wasn't the pile of loot me cut up? That makes sense? Was the pile of loot me cut up? Maybe I'll speak to the neighbours and see what they have to say about all this. Hello? Hello? I don't think these guys are active. Their flag is way down. Hello? Go in here. Yeah, it might be me. It might have been me cut up. I live in the most stupid base location ever. I live in the middle of a valley, and there's so many angles. To be look how easy it is to just watch my house from a distance. Yeah, the bike they took back. Bike they took back. Or someone stole it. I don't know who stole it exactly. Okay, let me stay safe for a second. Cool. And I kind of want to... I'm interested in who lives down in the... There's another base in town. But I haven't seen any base activity. I've seen random people in town, but no one that like I've seen going in or out of a base. So, do you want to stroll down this way? Maybe up this way, actually. It's far more fun to live in a busy base area. I've always wanted to live in... Do you know, like, ooh, let me jump. Berezino High Street, near the PD. Like that pub on the corner or something. I've always wanted to live somewhere where there's just people there all the time. And this does seem like the next best thing. There's usually always someone in town. This is another nice spot. We considered Moglievka for the village event, but one of the big problems we had, if you remember the last one we did, Adamau or Kazuington, it was a sniper's dream. Like, it was so easy. Imagine that's the village event. The ones that are in the divots or the valleys, you could just bring a sniper up here, and then, like, they'll just be, oh, he's just cutting a tree down, bang. He's feeding the crops, bang. He's AFK, bang. So it became really, really easy to, like, be the bad guy, I guess. So we try to make it a bit more balanced by picking one that's not ridiculously easy to snipe into, basically. So that's why we ruled out Moglievka. Because otherwise you've got to make massive walls, like ridiculously high walls. Left the gate open. Chopper, you're having a laugh. Oh, I need a drink. There is a fountain. Why did that bush sound so different than the others? Did I bring a drink? I might have to go back and grab one. Yeah, it looks like their flag's really low too. Like, look at this base here. I want to make an ally in town. We made allies with the guys over in DayZ. Sort of. They thought I was Minder. Hello? I love the sound of the rain on their metal roof. Oh, my bottle is here. Guess I can purify that. Okay. We're fine. We're alive. We're good. Feel slightly bad for Joe because we've not been in sync the whole time. But he knows where we live. Oh, I also really would like to find a pen. Pen would be good. We should have an established radio channel. That would work. That would work. The only thing is, on here... Oh, that's gold dust. On here... Radios aren't super common. Obviously, we could stash them in the base and then take them out, which would work. But they aren't like... what was the server recently? MF Survival. Everyone had one, so it was I really enjoy that, actually. I think walkie-talkies are a good addition. But yeah, unfortunately, we don't have loads of them, or you don't spawn with them, so you'd have to find one. But it would work. I like it. It's in there. I'm freezing. There's a hammer. Never had a pen at school, but made up for it by the amount that you robbed at work. Why'd you have a pen at school? Alright. Do you know what? Shovel I might actually take, because I'm going to have to dig up that stash at some point. Oh, in actual fact, I'll probably take this too. That'll do. Oh, in the 1980s, you didn't need one. Did get attacked last time we came right here. Can you spray your vest? Yep. Does anyone know how this water chute works? Does anyone understand that? Someone said you need a pipe, but what sort of pipe? No pressure, but your freshborn just joined to watch the stream. Okay, I'll keep it PG, near tribe. I'll keep it PG, don't you worry. Keep it PG. We got little ones watching now. Oh, gunshot over that. Right, you can come in here. Someone said pipe, but do you mean like a pipe iron pipe, or is that like a special pipe? Because if we can just drink out of our garden, we're laughing. Just a normal pipe. Right, okay. It's quite nice because it gives a use to an item that I would never care about. But we'll get it. We'll get it. Oh. Okay. I just want to see what my house looks like. I've got a big garden here, but I can't remember what... That's bad. That's bad. Need to remember that. What I could do is, like, start locking these doors. And only using one way in, one way out. Shotgun spawns in the house, not too shabby. Okay, so now we've got more stuff to dump. That goes on there. That's why I brought this. Hang on. Dump that. Grab that. Okay, that's cool. I could put food in there. Sorted. Nice. 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 That's nice. That can go there. I don't need half of this stuff, and it's going to despawn anyway because it's in bags. Shovel, I would love to keep, but for now I'm going to have to drop it. There's a space there for something. Might as well be a shotgun. I'm going to spray paint my vest. Hang on, did I say white? No, I'm not spray painting my vest. Thank you. We do not want a white vest. Leather kit needs to go in proper storage so it doesn't despawn. We're at a point now where it's hard to know what to dump out of storage. Probably that. Might go there. Nice. Loads of these browns. They go there. That's sorted. Tear gas. I swear I used that. Glow plug. I can go there. Nice. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Do you remember the smelly pens? What are you talking about? Just picking up bags and dropping them, restart them. I don't actually know. Presumably, maybe. I wouldn't bank on it, though. I wouldn't bank on it. I mean, that's just full of pistols. I don't need that. 2 shovels. What's this one got? It's got, like, meds in it. PBSH on the floor. Oh, that's mine, that's why. Kind of think I should keep this. There's no way that goes in. Oh, there is a way. The problem is, right, I've got so many code locks. I've got 1, 2, 3 code locks, which I'm almost certainly not going to use. But... What if I do? What if I do? I'll leave this for now. Okay, nice, nice, nice. I need a pen in-game. Right. Let's go again. You're talking about your favourite pens. That's what you're talking about. Talking about pens, I remember having there was a thing, what was it called? It was a chunky, not chunky, it was a red pen with a blue tip and a cap. and it was like a handwriting pen, and you'd use that to, you'd get your pen license, mate. You'd have to practice your writing, and then you'd get your pen license. But those were the days when you were a kid and you're like, I've got a new pen in your pencil case. I've got a new ruler, this bendy ruler. It's completely useless, but it bends and you can sort of like whack people with it. Upgrade the crate. So the limiting factor is nails, basically. So I don't have enough nails, I think. 18 nails. How many do I have? 4. Okay, definitely don't have enough nails. Unless there's some in the window downstairs. Seems you need a license for the little things. Well, that was sort of like a school, and it wasn't an official license, I guess. Right. Kind of want to... If I had more storage, I'd sit and I'd fish. I'd sit and I'd fish and just like store dried fish in the base. Oh, I kind of like that. But, it's like gunshots. Can't believe we're reminiscing about using pens. Well, we can reminisce about anything you like, but right now it is pens. It is pens. Right, let's go down to this hunting thing over here. Need to board your windows. I need to board my windows, but I also need to double board one of them, which I thought was really safe, but actually there's like a little gap. You have an atrocious amount of nails on this server if you'd like some. Shouldn't really be accepting offers like that, but technically it's not. Maybe we can next stream. Maybe we can organise some sort of business meetup. We can organise some sort of deal. We'll meet in like a quarry. I'll pull up in a car with a couple of bodyguards, probably Joe and Chef. You pull up with whoever you want, and we'll do the deal. What do you need for nails? Do you need anything? I can offer you scrappy guns, or I could offer you tat. Trying to think what else we've got. Sounds like a sting operation. I don't know. I mean, I do need nails. We can talk. We can talk. My people will talk to your people. How about that? My people will talk to your people. It'd be great to do it on stream as well, to actually meet up for the exchange. Look at this. I think this is one of the best views on DayZ. I stood somewhere near here recently. There's like a cliff up there. But Chernarus looks quite nice from a distance. Set it up, boss man. Okay, yeah. I'll how do I do that? I'll find you. No, it's not stream sniping because they're not in the server. People will happen to play this server, and lots of people in the Discord do trades and stuff. So it's just the same as that. And don't tell him, but what we'll do is, once we've done the deal, I'll put a bag on his head, chuck him in the boot of the car, take him home to the base, and then I'll radio, and I'll say, we've got your boy. We've got your boy. If you want him back, maybe I'll write this in like newspaper cutouts. And I'll say, if you want your boy back, you need to pay us a lot of money. And I'll get Joe and Chef to like rough him up a bit. and then we'll make even more than we would have in the first deal. He's not still here, is he? Ah. No, I'm joking, Volts. Thank you, Ikisaris. But yeah, I think this server wipes. Am I right in saying it wipes like a week from now? So we've got all of next week to do whatever shenanigans we want to do, and then it wipes. Volds, is that right? No, I am messing around. Wink, wink. I need to stop saying the word wink when I wink, because then you guys can hear it. Ransom for a pen, yes! Yeah, how am I going to do the ransom note without the pen in the first place? That's the problem. Okay, nice. Well, what better place to wrap it up for the day? We did achieve some stuff. We achieved some stuff. We got we met Joe briefly. We died a few times. We got some fairly good kills actually. We upgraded the base. We got some better loot. But yeah, this was a bonus Saturday stream. We are back. Oh, there's going to be a video coming out on the channel either tonight or tomorrow. So check that out, show it some love. We're back streaming as normal on Monday. So other than that, have a lovely weekend. I'm off to do, I'm not exactly sure what yet, but the wife's home in a minute. So I will speak to you next time. Join the Discord, drop a like on your way out, and the base build is only just beginning. We will see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'll get the stash off stream. That was my plan all along. But yeah, right. See you next time. Goodbye.